Hello, welcome to Wellness Wednesday, episode 21. This is the latest I've ever done, a Wellness Wednesday. So, whether you're watching live or later, I'm grateful that you're here and trust that you'll get some value out of today. So, what I'm talking about today is the a first mindset resource that has really helped me. And it wasn't until 2009 that I recognized I had a victim mentality. And you might be wondering, what the heck is a victim mentality? So I'm just going to read out of this book here. It is the resource. I'm going to keep you in suspense. Um, so see if this sounds familiar to you. Someone, something external to me, has done me wrong. If this had not happened, then my life would be better. They did it to me. There's nothing I can do about it. I am powerless to influence my life, world, and future. So see if that resonates with you. Here's something else to consider. See if this um, resonates with you. I made bad or stupid choices. My life is my fault. There's something wrong with me. I am powerless to influence my life, world, and future. And here's a last one. I cannot always control or influence the events that I always have choices about how I will feel about them and how I will respond. I can do this and still blame others, myself, the world, and circumstances for my life. So essentially, a victim mentality is blaming other people, circumstances for your life and not making changes in your life because those things happen to you. And it's feeling powerless and it's feeling that you cannot control anything in your life. It's that everything external is affecting your life. And in my experience, a lot of people diagnosed with bipolar disorder have a victim mentality. And I certainly did for the first 10 years of my bipolar disorder journey. Definitely had a victim mentality. And it wasn't until I came across this resource in a course that dramatically helped me out. And if you're curious as to those things I was reading, um, it's on page 14 of this resource. And it's from a chart. And the chart is the evolution of personal accountability. So the first passage I read is what's called external blame victim. The second short passage I read is the self-blame victim. And the third passage I read is the self-righteous victim. And you may have got the sense as I was reading those that it was getting progressively a little more positive and the person was getting a little more proactive about their life. And the resource here is it's backwards because of the video, but it's Reframe Your Blame, written by Jay Fazette, How to Be Personally Accountable. So this is the actual book. And again, unfortunately, it's backwards, but this is the chart here. So I won't spend much time on that because it's backwards. But full credit to Jay Fazette. I personally know Jay, and this is an incredible book. I have good news and bad news about this resource. The bad news is you can no longer get the book. It's no longer in print. The good news is you can actually get it for free off of a website. And the website is reframeyourblame.com. So I just typed it in the comments here. And you do have to put your email in. However, you get a PDF version of the book. And what I'd suggest if you're someone that truly dislikes reading books on your computer is to print it out. So if you have a printer at home, great. If you can do it at work, great. Maybe you can do it at a friend's or the library. Even if it costs you a little bit to print it, I highly suggest you print that. And it's a book where I'm just flipping through it here. There's sections where you actually write in answers. So it's more like a workbook than truly a book that you're simply reading. I've actually gone through this book multiple times for different areas of my life, and I can't suggest it enough. It has been life changing for me, and it's something that I still reference from time to time. So check out Reframe Your Blame. And that's the first resource I'm sharing with you to help you get a better mindset. Because in my experience, until you get out of a victim mentality, you're truly not ready and willing to move forward with your mental stability and really taking back control of your mental health. So, so definitely, if you've never heard of that book, download it. And uh, for those of you who do, share anything below your experiences once you do, because like I say, it's incredible. So that's the first resource, and I do go through 5 questions every time I do the Wellness Wednesday. It's for me to be consistent to myself and to those of you who are watching. And the first question is, what are you looking to improve in the next week? So last week I mentioned I was going to do some recap blog posts for the last 2 bipolar and fundraising hikes that friends and I did. So I've started working on those, and yeah, they'll be coming out shortly. What I'm looking to improve this week is to do some decluttering. I have way too much physical stuff in my space right now. So I'm going to be doing some decluttering and getting rid of a few things. What am I grateful for? Today I did a wonderful hike with my good friend Annie, who's like my second mom. And we did a hike that I've never done. If you're curious to check out photos and a video from that, go to the Scott Inside Out Facebook page. I did a post about that today. It's facebook.com/Scott Inside Out 2, as in the number 2. So definitely check that out if you're curious. It's a mountain around Canmore, Alberta, Canada. What's a win or highlight from your last week? Last Thursday, I went to the spa in town, or one of the spas in town, and I actually had a work day. So I took my laptop, I was working on stuff, had a lot of brainstorming. You know, it was a great day. I got a lot of things accomplished and completed, and I also had a lot of time relaxing. So it was a fantastic day. I was actually in there for 9 hours. I got there at 7:30 in the morning, and I left just before 4:30 p.m. So I stayed there, and the time went really quick, actually. What are you learning right now? I'm still reading the book Self-Compassion, which I've mentioned a few times. And again, if you've never heard of it, highly suggest you check it out and consider buying it. It's allowing me to be more gentle and forgiving of myself. And I think a lot of you watching can relate to that. What are you looking forward to? Tomorrow night, I got invited to a pizza and games night at Friends, and I'm going to be ideally meeting some new friends there. So about that. So for those of you watching who are enjoying the video and getting value, I'd really appreciate you hitting subscribe and liking these videos. And if you'd like to be more informed and find out even more ways to be mentally naturally stable with bipolar disorder, check out scottinsideout.com. And thanks for watching. Make your mind your ally, and I'll see you next week.